Here we are, just outside of Sedona. Just traveling along here and just taking some time to look at these awesome rock formations while still keeping an eye on the road. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to do both at the same time. But as you can see, it's pretty awesome. Along this area here, they have a lot of pull-offs where you can stop off at a scenic vista and take some nice pictures. I think some of these vistas actually have hiking trails connected to them. One of the things I want to do is I'm definitely going to be coming back here quite often on the mountain bike for the rest of February while I'm here. They have a lot of awesome mountain biking trails here, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that. So here I thought it would be a good idea to feature some of the actual city of Sedona instead of just like the surrounding landscapes. One of the things that's kind of cool about Sedona area is that you have this city that is kind of surrounded by this majestic beauty, yet they take efforts to not detract from the beauty around them. So you'll see like there's very much a theme of ancestral nature type blending in with the background, certain color schemes and stuff like that to kind of stay true to the beauty of the area around it. And I think they do a really good job, and it just makes the area so awesome. And you can just see like up here, you can just see like these mountains in the background. You get glimpses of them between the buildings and stuff, and it's like you're in a city yet you're still surrounded by the outdoors. It's such a different vibe in this area. It's just something that is you really got to be there to really experience it. It's just super awesome. This is another example where I'm trying to look at the awesome surroundings while still paying attention to where I'm going. Some of these roundabouts can come up on you pretty quick. And there are a lot of roundabouts in Sedona. Actually, this whole area, they use a lot of roundabouts. And here we kind of switched to Jerome. My route, I didn't really explain the route, but I was going up to Sedona, and then I was going to take 89A down to Jerome, and then on to Prescott. So in Jerome is just a kind of an old mining town. It sits on a hill. It's very scenic. A lot of people here. Kind of a touristy place. But it's a pretty cool place, as you'll see here. We're going to just kind of take a slow stroll through this little town here. I got behind some bikers just by coincidence, which is kind of cool. Definitely a very neat area. I think it would be worth it to stop by and spend some more time in this area and go to each of the, several of the establishments in the area and just kind of check it out more thoroughly. This road here leads out of Jerome. You'll see there are parts up here that actually get a little narrow, but it's all pretty cool. I don't know that I want to take my dually through here. I'm sure it would be fine, but man, some of these places are tight. This is a pretty tight spot. But look, the views off to the left are just awesome. I'm trying to look at them as I'm riding here, but these, I got to pay attention to the road and the bikers in front of me and all that stuff. But man, if you had time to really just sit and look out to the left there, it is awesome. Now this section here is coming up here is really cool. It's kind of canyon carving a little bit, you're on the side of this cliff, you're rolling through here. We got a cyclist ahead of us that we're slowing down for to get around safely. Riding through this area was just really cool. I mean, you can just see it's just so beautiful, so open, and just with the rocky formations on either side, it's just really awesome. This guy just wants to pull over for a view. When I get on my bike, I have a hard time stopping. I just want to keep riding. A lot of times I have to force myself just to pull over and see what's going on around me, because I just like riding. From this point on, we're pretty much going uphill for quite a while, and you'll see as we keep going here, it goes from just dry scrub to we start getting into some snowy conditions. Thankfully there's no snow on the roads, but I was still concerned about having any kind of sand or salt or any kind of grit from like the dirt around the area with the wind blowing and so forth like that, just getting in the area, getting on the road, especially with how curvy it is. Where the snow starts making its first appearance. Just trying as we get farther and farther higher up in elevation. Here you can really see we're pretty close to the top of this pass that we're going over, and there's just snow everywhere. Surprisingly though, it was still like 60 degrees Fahrenheit out, so it wasn't too bad riding on this. It did get a little chilly, but it wasn't too bad. This whole area, now we're going down, but still with all these kind of sharp turns and stuff you'll see here, I'm going pretty slow around this corner just because I don't know what the conditions like, and there could be any kind of like debris on the road. That's just a recipe for disaster if you get into anything like that. But the views right here are just really awesome. Off to the left there, I didn't really pan my head over that way, but I could see it by just looking with my eyes, and it was really awesome. At this point, we're just going downhill now. We're over the pass, and you'll see little bits of snow now in the areas where it's been in the shade mostly and not had direct sunlight. This is the Prescott Valley area. It's all just kind of, it's a lot flatter. You get some a little bit of mountains in the background, but it's kind of a pretty neat area.